Amanda's been on her feet for 8 hours, and it's only 4 p.m. The hotel lobby is chaos. Holiday weekend. Every guest demanding. Every server running on empty. She catches her reflection in the kitchen window, dark circles, tired eyes, the look of someone barely holding it together. Her manager spots her refilling water pitchers. Amanda, Section 12, last table. He's been waiting, go. Section 12, the worst section, demanding, impatient, cruel. The guest is already standing when she approaches, packing like a caged animal. Where the hell have you been? Do you understand how long I've been sitting here? Amanda keeps her voice steady, professional. I apologize for the wait. The kitchen is backed up, but I'm going to take great care of you. I don't want an apology. I want service. He sits down, doesn't look at her, just snaps his fingers. Amanda sets down water, takes his order, walks away. She's in the back prepping when she hears his voice getting louder. She moves faster, keeps her head down. 15 minutes later, his food arrives. He takes one bite, just one. This is cold. It's not cold. They both know it's not cold. I can get you something fresh immediately. I don't want fresh. I want you to understand that when you make me wait this long, the experience is ruined. You ruined it. Something in Amanda's jaw tightens. She's about to respond when he stands up. You know what? I'm tired of excuses from people like you. People like you. That's when she knows what's coming. His hand moves. The slap echoes through the entire lobby. Not a tap, a full slap, the kind that's designed to humiliate. Every conversation stops. Every head turns. The entire hotel freezes. Amanda's face stings. Her eyes water. But she doesn't cry, doesn't touch her cheek, doesn't react beyond the shock still registering on her face. The guest sits back down like he just ordered coffee. Get me a manager, and don't come back here again. Amanda stands for one more second. That's how long it takes her to swallow what just happened. Then she walks, not runs, walks. Because running would mean it broke her. She makes it to the kitchen, and her legs stop working. That's when a hand catches her wrist. Not the guest's. A different hand, strong, controlled. She turns and there's a man, early 30s, suit that costs more than her monthly rent, eyes that have seen things that can't be unseen. He doesn't say anything yet, just looks at her the way someone looks at proof of something they already knew. Then he turns toward the guest. His voice when he speaks is quiet. That's the dangerous part, not loud. Quiet. That's the last hand you raise at her. The guest stands up, defensive, tries to dismiss him. This is none of your... The man moves. One motion, perfect precision, returns the slap with controlled force. Not brutal, perfect. The guest staggers backward, touches his face like he's checking if it's real. You're going to apologize to her, fully, sincerely, or what happens next won't be a slap. It's not a threat the way people usually threaten. It's a statement, like he's explaining gravity. The guest apologizes immediately, words falling over themselves. He leaves, doesn't even stay to pay. The man turns back to Amanda, and their eyes meet. And everything shifts. His eyes are different when he looks at her. Not dominant, not predatory, just seeing. Like he's actually looking at who she is underneath the uniform and the exhaustion. You okay? He asks. The question breaks something open in her. She's not okay. She's been not okay for a long time, but she nods anyway. I'm fine, she says. He holds her gaze for one more second. You shouldn't have to be fine with that. Then he sits down at the table like nothing happened. Table for one, Amanda asks. Her voice sounds strange to her own ears. Yeah, he says. And for whatever it's worth, that wasn't about him. That was about you. She doesn't know what he means. Not yet, but her hands are shaking. Hey, Queens. If you're watching this for the first time, welcome. I need you here because this moment changes everything. Where are you watching from right now? Drop your city or country in the comments, because this is the kind of moment that matters more when we're together. Please like this video and subscribe, Because what Amanda's about to do next, the choice she's about to make, this is the kind of story that deserves to be heard. So hit that subscribe button and let's go. Now back to her. Amanda serves him. She's hyper-aware of every movement, the way she sets down his water, the way she takes his order, the way her voice almost breaks. She's never had anyone do that before, chosen her like that, protected her dignity like it mattered. Keisha finds her in the back, leaning against the wall. That man watching you from section 12, he's dangerous, I can feel it. Stay away from him. Amanda doesn't answer. She's already thinking about him. 3 days later, he comes back. Same time, same table, same way of looking at her like she's the only person in the room. He orders deliberately, stays longer than necessary, writes something on the receipt. When Amanda picks it up, there's a note. Coffee, tomorrow, 2 p.m., cafe 2 blocks from here. It's not a question, it's an assumption. She should say no. Every smart part of her knows she should say no. She tells Keisha no. Then she goes. The cafe is small, corner spot. He's already there when she arrives, not waiting awkwardly, just sitting, patient. He doesn't do small talk. I can't stop thinking about what happened, not what I did, what he did, how you stood there and just accepted it. Amanda's defensive immediately. I didn't have a choice. Everyone has a choice. You chose dignity over anger. That's rare. She looks at him properly for the first time outside the hotel. Really looks. He's not what she thought. Softer somehow, but still dangerous, still controlled. Who are you? She asks. Someone who doesn't usually get involved. But I was there and I couldn't leave it. They talk for hours. He tells her he owns businesses. She doesn't ask what kind. She already knows what kind. She just doesn't say it out loud. He tells her he's 31. Never been with someone who made him want to be in a room without threats. Amanda, I'm not going to change who you are. Young-hun, maybe I don't want to change. Maybe I want someone who isn't afraid of what I am. And that's the moment it becomes real. That's when she stops having an excuse to walk away. Week 2, he takes her to dinner at a restaurant where the host recognizes him immediately. The best table appears. Amanda feels out of place until he touches her hand under the table. Then the world shrinks to just them. She watches how people react to him. Careful, respectful, afraid. She should be afraid too. She is, but not in the way she should be. Week 3, she goes to his penthouse. It's beautiful, controlled. Lonely in a way that breaks her heart because she understands now that he's been alone. Not physically alone, emotionally alone. They fall into bed, not violently, but carefully, like he's afraid of crushing something fragile. In the morning, she asks him something. Take me to get a tattoo. He's surprised. Why? Because I want to mark myself as someone who chose something hard over something safe. He takes her to his tattoo artist. She gets a small piece on her ribs, something meaningful only to her. He watches her endure the pain. The artist is careful, but it still hurts. Amanda doesn't flinch. When it's done, he stands up. My turn, he says. You don't have to. I know. He gets a large one, hand to chest to neck. It takes hours. Amanda watches him sit with the pain, doesn't move, doesn't react, just sits with it. When it's finished, he looks at it in the mirror. Now we're marked, he says. She also changes her hair, gets it braided, bold, a choice that says she's not hiding anymore. They're publicly claiming each other now. Everyone in his world sees it. Marcus pulls him aside one day. Marcus is his enforcer. Loyal, smart, dangerous. Victor knows about the girl. He's going to use her. Young-hun doesn't hesitate. Then Victor dies. Marcus, is she worth that? Young-hun doesn't answer, but he doesn't deny it either. That silence says everything. Young-hun tells Amanda the truth about his business. Not gradually, all at once. They're in his penthouse. She's cooking dinner. He's watching her move through his kitchen like she belongs there. Then he says it. People in my world hurt people. I'm one of them. Victor wants to hurt you because of me, because you matter to me now. If you stay, you accept that risk. Amanda stops cooking. She doesn't cry, doesn't panic. She just turns to him. Then don't let him. Young-hun, it's not that simple. Amanda, it is. You protect what matters. You told me you'd never let anyone treat me like that again. So don't. She's asking him to choose her over the code of his entire world. He doesn't say yes, but he doesn't say no. What he does is worse. He starts planning, making decisions, putting things in motion without asking her. She finds out from Marcus, not from him. The hotel calls her at 7 a.m. on a Tuesday. They're terminating her employment. Conduct related, effective immediately. Amanda sits on Keisha's couch and just stares at her phone. She doesn't cry. She understands what happened. She goes to Young-hun's place that night. He's not surprised she knows. He doesn't even try to lie. I was protecting you, he says. Amanda, you were protecting yourself, making decisions for me. That's not love, that's control. The first real crack appears in them. Not a break, a crack, but it's deep. Come back, let me protect you properly, Young-hun says. Amanda, I need to protect myself first. I need to know who I am without you. She moves out, stays with Keisha. Young-hun doesn't force her back. That's how she knows it's serious, that he actually heard her. Days pass, a week. The tension builds like a storm that hasn't broken yet. Victor makes a move, not against Amanda directly, against Young-hun's operation, a warehouse, money, product. Young-hun retaliates, hard, the kind of hard that causes consequences. People get hurt. It escalates into something neither of them wanted. Amanda hears about it through the news, a warehouse fire, 2 men hospitalized, gang violence suspected. Her hands shake when she sees it. She calls Young-hun. He answers immediately, like he was waiting. I know what you heard, he says. Amanda, come get me, please. I don't care about the rest. Come get me. She just chose him. After everything, she still chose him. Micro cliffhanger, because choosing him now means accepting all of it. Young-hun appears at Keisha's apartment without warning. Amanda opens the door, and everything in her wants to run to him and hit him at the same time. Keisha disappears immediately. I made a choice, Young-hun says. Amanda doesn't respond. She's afraid to. I'm getting out, all of it. I'm liquidating everything. I'm disappearing for 2 years while my people transition control. After that, I'm not Dominic the boss anymore. I'm just Young-hun. Amanda's face doesn't change, but her whole body does. Like she's a different person suddenly. You can't do that, she says. That's your life. It was. Now you're my life. And there it is, the choice she wanted him to make. But now that he's made it, she's terrified. Amanda, if you do this, you can't change your mind. You can't miss it. You can't resent me for asking you to give it up. Young-hun, I won't. Amanda, people always do. They stand in Keisha's living room, and the weight of that statement crushes everything else. Young-hun reaches for her. She lets him. He holds her like she's the only solid thing in a world that's collapsing. I'm scared, Amanda whispers. So am I, Young-hun says. But fear isn't enough to stop what happens next. Victor doesn't accept Young-hun's exit quietly. Amanda gets a call from a number she doesn't recognize. When she answers, it's a voice she's never heard. Tell him he can walk away, but the girl doesn't leave. Then the line goes dead. Amanda's hands are shaking so badly, she can barely dial. She calls Young-hun. He knows something's wrong by how she breathes. I'm coming to get you, don't move. But she does move. There's a knock at Keisha's door. It's not Young-hun. It's 2 men she's never seen. One grabs her, the other tells Keisha to stay silent or die. They take her to a warehouse, the same one that burned. It's dark, smells like smoke and concrete and fear. They don't hurt her, not physically. They just keep her there, tell her Young-hun will come, tell her it's going to be a problem when he does. Victor arrives after an hour. He's younger than she expected, angrier. "You're the one worth burning it all down for," he says. "That's interesting. You look like you could break if I touched you wrong." Amanda doesn't answer. Silence is sometimes the strongest thing you can do. "Victor, Young-hun's going to have to choose. Come after you and lose control of everything, or leave you and prove he never really cared." It's a trap. Either way, Victor wins. But Young-hun doesn't see it that way. He comes in like a storm, Marcus beside him, armed, controlled, furious in a way that makes everything else look gentle. Victor's men try to stop them. They don't succeed. Young-hun finds Amanda in the dark, and the first thing he does is check that she's real, that she's breathing, that she's whole. The fight with Victor is violent but short. Young-hun doesn't kill him. He leaves him breathing but broken. He gets Amanda out, holds her like he'll never let her go. "I'm sorry," he says. "I should have." Amanda cuts him off. "You came, you chose me." "Young-hun, I'll always choose you." But that choice is about to cost him everything. "Queen, stop. You have to tell me something right now, and be honest. If you were Amanda, if you watched the man you love choose you over everything he built, everything he was, would you believe him? Or would you know what he'd done to get there? That people died because of that choice. Like this video if you're standing with Amanda, because she just made a choice too, and it's about to destroy her. Comment right now. Tell me, can love ever be worth that kind of destruction? Can two people actually build something real out of this? The comments section is open, and I need to hear what you think. And subscribe, because what happens next will absolutely break you. After Amanda's safe, after the adrenaline crashes, Young-hun faces what his choice actually cost. His people expected him to return to power, to dominate, to show strength. Marcus comes to him. Victor's alive. People are seeing that as weakness. You have to solidify control. Young-hun, I'm done. Marcus, you don't get to be done. Not like this, not in the middle. But Young-hun is done. And being done in the middle means power vacuums. Power vacuums mean people dying. A man Amanda knew from the warehouse, Marcus's rival, gets killed in retaliation for something Young-hun didn't even do. Another warehouse burns, not Young-hun's, but people connected to him lose everything. A young kid, maybe 19, ends up in the hospital because he was at the wrong place when Young-hun stepped back. Amanda finds out by accident, sees it on the news, watches the police report, realizes the connection. She sits across from Young-hun one night and just says it. "You know what you did, right? People died because you came for me." Young-hun doesn't deny it. "Amanda, I don't know how to live with that." Young-hun, "Neither do I, but I'd do it again." And that's the moment. That's when Amanda understands that love between them is beautiful, and it's also destructive, and it's also selfish. Young-hun, I can go back. I can take control again and stabilize things. Amanda, and then what? You'll resent me. Young-hun, no, I won't. Amanda, yes, you will, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not next year, but eventually you'll look at me and see everything you had to give up to keep me safe. The silence after she says that is devastating. But Amanda doesn't leave. She doesn't run. "If we're doing this," Amanda says, "we do it completely differently. No more controlling me. No more making decisions for me. We're equals or we're nothing." Young-hun, I don't know how to be equal. I only know how to control. Amanda, then learn. It's not romantic. It's practical, hard, real. Weeks pass, months. Young-hun actually does step back. Not completely. He can't entirely disappear. But he passes control to Marcus with actual intention, actual planning. Amanda gets a new job, teaching hotel management at a community college, building something different, something that's hers. They live together. It's not perfect. He has moments where he reverts to control. She has moments where she doubts. But they choose each other repeatedly in small ways. That's what matters. They're in bed one night, the tattoos visible on both of them, the physical mark of who they've become. Amanda traces the one on his chest. Do you regret it? She asks. Young-hun, the tattoo. Amanda, everything, all of it, choosing me. He's quiet for a long time. No, he finally says, but I regret what it cost other people. And that's the difference. That's the thing that tells her he's actually changed. Not that he regrets loving her, but that he understands the weight of that love. Because they're building something real now, but it's built on broken things. 6 months into their new life, Victor resurfaces. Not to fight, to negotiate. He's tired of the conflict. He wants to make a deal. Territory division, business restructure, genuine peace. Young-hun considers it. It would ease things, legitimize his exit completely. But it also means engaging with his old world again, sitting across from Victor, recognizing him as equal. He asks Amanda, what do you want me to do? This is the moment. This is where he genuinely gives her the choice. Amanda, what do you want to do? Young-hun, I want to be someone you're not ashamed of. Amanda, you already are, just not in the way you were before. Young-hun meets with Victor, makes a deal, but not a power deal, a survival deal. He offers information in exchange for genuine protection for Amanda, a contract his organization upholds. Victor agrees. Young-hun has become someone he can trust, someone with too much to lose to break a bargain. The deal is sealed. The war is over. Not because Young-hun won, but because he chose something different than winning. Amanda stands in front of her community college class, teaching young hospitality workers about dignity, about standing up for themselves without destroying the person serving them. A student raises her hand. How do you learn that? How do you balance respect and kindness? Amanda thinks about Young-hun, about the slap, about the intervention, about everything after. Amanda, you find someone who respects you enough to protect you. Then you learn to protect yourself too. It's a partnership, not a rescue. After class, Young-hun's there, in the back, watching. He doesn't approach her like he owns her. He just waits. Amanda sees him and doesn't run to him. She walks to him, equals. How was it? She asks. Young-hun, you're different than the person I met. Amanda, so are you. Young-hun, better. Amanda, just different, but it's real. They go home together. It's not a mansion, it's an apartment. Normal, chosen. Young-hun watches Amanda, getting ready for bed, and realizes something that hits him hard. This is who he is now. Someone who comes home, someone who stays, someone who chooses daily. Amanda catches him watching. Amanda, what? Young-hun, I'm trying to remember who I was before you. I can't quite see it. Amanda, good, that person isn't coming back. Young-hun, does that scare you? Amanda, terrifies me, but I'm staying anyway. They fall asleep together in a bed that's just a bed, in a home that's just a home, but it's theirs, chosen, hard one. The tattoos are still there, the braids are still there, but they mean something different now, not a mark of escape, a mark of transformation. Amanda wakes up in the middle of the night. Young-hun's arm is around her. She's safe. She's home. And she thinks about that moment in the hotel, when she was humiliated, when someone made her feel like nothing. She thinks about the hand that caught the second slap. She thinks about how love sometimes finds you in the worst places. And she thinks about how the hardest thing isn't falling in love with someone dangerous. The hardest thing is choosing to believe they can change. The hardest thing is learning to change yourself too. Queens, I need to ask you something, and I need you to be honest. Did they deserve happiness? Was Young-hun's transformation real, or was it just love talking? Did Amanda make the right choice staying? This is the question that matters, because this isn't a love story where one person saves another. This is a story about two people broken in different ways, finding each other, and choosing to build something real, even when it costs them. If you're still here with me, please like this video and subscribe, because the stories I'm telling you are about women who choose themselves while loving someone hard, and there's nothing more powerful than that. Comment right now. Tell me if you would have made Amanda's choice. Tell me if people can really change. Tell me what you think happened to them 5 years later. Let's build this discussion together because your voice matters in the comments section. Share this story with a woman you know who's standing in front of a choice right now, who's wondering if love is worth it, who's wondering if people can really change. Because sometimes hearing that someone else did it, actually chose it, actually stayed, actually built something real, that's what we need. This is Amanda's story, but it's also yours if you're brave enough to claim it.